Welcome, Cindy Daychuk here with Queen Bee Creations. Thanks for tuning in. So whether live with me or after on the replay, doesn't matter. Whatever works for you. Announcements. Do I have announcements? I don't feel like I have announcements. I'm trying to think. Yeah. So we have an upcoming class November 18th for the Alcohol Ink glitter ornaments. 2 spots only are left. Everything else is gone. So if you were thinking about attending, jump online. You can go to the classes section of the website and you just make your purchase directly. That registers you for the class. And the details are there. If you've got questions, hit me up, but otherwise the information I think is there for you. So should be cool. Two spots left. You know what? I'm thinking that's it. I keep thinking there was an announcement. Oh, I know what I wanted to say. Many of you have been asking about additional decoupage papers. So I carry the Jamie Ray Vintage line, most of them. I don't carry all because sometimes they're just not really crafted for our market, more for the US market sometimes, but carry most of her line. But I have also placed my first order and will be carrying a number of Roycycled decoupage papers. So these are much like the JRV, they're 20 by 30 inches. And she's got a completely different style. So I really like the blend of the two. They probably won't be here. Well, they're definitely not going to be here for probably the next 5 to 6 weeks. So really, I mean, I'll announce when I get them here and get them live, but we're probably looking at them hitting the shelves here, maybe the end of December, early January. So big lead time on ordering. So this is not a product that, I'm able to get at the drop of a hat. I have to order through the Canadian distributor. They only order once a month. So if I miss that order, then we got a whole month to wait. And then it takes about 5 to 6 weeks from that time to get to me. So I don't know how that's going to work with seasonal items and whether or not here in Canada we're going to have them as quickly or not. We might always be a season behind. We'll see. But I do have a big number of them coming in. So that will more than double the number of I think I have 25 new designs coming. So it'll be a substantial number, and again, completely different than the JRV line. So they'll complement each other really, really well. So those of you that are asking, there you go. But I did not order really the Christmas because they're not going to be here in time for you guys to be able to do anything with them. I will have them in time for next Christmas, obviously. Okay, there's that. That's it. Videos this week. So today's short, if you didn't catch it, was doing a really cute, very fast, very easy little watercolor bauble ornament Christmas card design that, again, take that same look. I just use circles and baubles, but you could take any of your Christmas cookie cutters. So little reindeer, Christmas trees, anything that you've got, and you could do exactly the same treatment. So you can really switch up your cards and do some really fun cards. Kids can do this. So it might be a really fun thing for you to do for gift tags with your kids or for special Christmas cards for them to give, the grandparents, their teachers, that kind of thing. So check that out. It's a short, so I think it's like 1.5 minutes. Go wild. Monday's video was all about dollar store crafting for the holidays. I do get questions from people about, coming up with some things that they could trial from their local dollar store, Dollar Tree, whatever you got in your area that they could do, whether with their children, without, but decorating their tree, perhaps decorating their home really inexpensively with dollar store items. So I gave you a couple of little options, little things to think about. First is using these. Now these were little wooden hooks. Whoops. Little wooden rings that I got from the dollar store. You could use shower curtain rings. I painted mine white, and here I just added one of the little tiny bottle brush trees from the dollar store, and here I just added a little tiny teddy bear that was also from the dollar store. You could paint yours green and then just decorate them up as little wreaths. You could do them in gold, right? And drop little red apples, or paint them red and drop a little gold bell, all of which are available at the dollar store. But it's really just to kick off and give you an idea that super cute, really easy little way to be able to do some decorations for your tree. This little guy, we just did some little snowmen. Now, this is out of little styrofoam balls that I got from the dollar store, and just making cute little snowmen, super light for your tree, but they're adorable. And again, you can make these any kind of size that makes sense to you, depending upon the size of styrofoam balls that you get. We also played with, the number one crafting item from your dollar store, the tumbling towers, right? Which we know as Jenga blocks. That's the trademark name, but the tumbling tower blocks. And you're able to glue them in place and do them as shelf sitters. So this one is just as a little shelf sitter with that same little teddy bear sitting there. You could do them slightly smaller, again, using different sizes of those tumbling tower blocks. You could leave them natural, right? So I've got a little pine cone on this, some little greenery. And again, just here, just a little wood slice that's from a bag from the dollar store. And you could, on these smaller ones, just glue in a little loop, hang them from your tree. Also super cute. So those are kind of fun. The other item that I did was doing a little bit more of kind of maybe like a hanging from your door, or little decor hanging from in front of a mirror perhaps, or a big picture that's in your house, and making it a little bit more festive. So this was all dollar store items. This is decorating the big plastic balls that they have using festive socks. So rather than having to paint it, finishing it off very quickly. So that's also kind of a super cute and super fun little idea that it doesn't require you to have paints out or doing anything particularly messy. Just a glue gun, you're good to go. So those were Mondays. So check those out if you're looking for some fun things to do with the kids, or some inexpensive decorations or decor. This Friday, I did 2 different wood Christmas trees. So one is this guy. Can you guys see? Oh, maybe my chair's in the way for some of you. So this is just a really quick little, where can I point? There we go. Little pallet wood tree. And again, you can do this one in any color. I elected to do it just kind of a little bit in some of the softer colors and alternating colors. You could do it all green and then stamp or stencil some gold scroll work on it, or hang little ornaments on it, whatever you wanted to do. Easily, you could transform with putting little hooks on it and being able to hang things if you want. The other tree is pretty cool, because these are nesting wooden shelves that you can get from places like, like Canadian Tire here is going to have them. Walmart's going to have them. I happen to have thrifted this set, but we added a little bit of bling on them, hung ornaments, gold ornaments in increasing size, fitting the size of the box. I am not good at knowing which direction to put my hand. Fan of white, I am not. And then I had thrifted this little wooden star planter. So we painted that out gold, added some greenery, and decorated that up. So check those out, because they're both ways Very easy to be able to add a little bit of a different element of a holiday decor, and equally good depending upon how you finish them or paint them out. For outside, if you wanted the shelving ones, I left the hanging hardware, so you can stack them on the ground. You could hang them on your wall if you wanted to. The nice thing about them is that you can just nest all that stuff away. So, you know, when the holidays are over, it's not this big structure that you have to store. You're able to stack them all away, and it's just as big as that bottom box, and that's it. So just a cool way to use some of those hanging shelves that are pretty inexpensive. I think I even have a set of those nesting shelves in just a dark wood in the shop in a box for sale. Just, you know, as regular decor, but it's a way of kind of taking that and then kind of customizing it. And those trees, you could decoupage, like the stacking boxes, you could decoupage them. You could paint different color on the inside as the outside. You could add some of the IOD molding if you want to before painting. You know, the sky's the limit, depending upon your imagination and the direction you want to take them. So it's kind of a fun way of adding a little bit of holiday cheer into your front foyer or wherever you're happening to put it. Okay, let's jump into some of these items. Now, some of these items, I got some real good vintage finds. So if that's your jam, hang in there because there's some awesome, awesome deals. And I'm going to refer to my sheet just so that I can let you know what I was finding them priced at online. So whether it was on Etsy or Poshmark or eBay or any of those kinds of sites, give you an idea of what they're typically retailing for so that you have an idea. Oh, yeah. So Nick was just looking it up. I have that Bowring set of those 3 wooden shelves, and that's exactly what you need. $14 only, right? So solid wood little shelves that you're able to turn into. I don't think that they're not as big as this one, but again, then they're a nice tabletop size, or you know, stacking up and nesting at the side of a credenza or something. So lots of
Bowring cube shelves.
Bowring cube shells, I think is what they're called on the website. Okay, so everything, as always, is listed on the website, queenbeecreationshome.com. And there is a tab at the top that says new this week. And that's where you're going to find everything I'm going to show you tonight very easily and readily. I mean, they're obviously in their respective collections, depending upon if they're tableware or drinkware or, you know, seasonal decor or anything like that. But they'll remain listed in the new this week until Monday, when I clear that out and I start adding in new stuff for that week. Kind of makes sense, right? Oh, I just had another thought. Oh, I know. I was going to say too, what I'm not showing tonight, but has been updated on the website. I have been spending some time. I took all of the fall decor off the website and out of the store, and I'm starting to add a lot of the holiday stuff. So there are 8 or 9 new Christmas wreaths that have been listed. I'm still going to be doing some more. I'm still going to be making a couple more, so keep an eye out for those. As I'm adding 1 or 2, I'll probably show you here Wednesday night. Certainly if I do them in a video, then you get the heads up. But a number of those things have been added, and I am going to be continuing to add a bunch of Christmas and things. So just watch out for that, depending upon what you're in the market for and when. Okay, let's jump in and start going here because Nick's with me and he hasn't had dinner yet, so he's getting hungry. All right, so first up is this is a single mug, but it is just lovely. So it's got around the top is like this metallic or bronzy color that has a little bit of an iridescent finish. And then going into kind of the cream and tan and almost buttery yellow. And then you've got this crimson rose color on the base, which now I need to start flipping to my glasses. So this is a Potter's Corner mug, and it is $7 on the website. And it's just lovely. It's distinctive. If you're in an office and you need a mug that everybody is going to know is yours, this is beauty. I also have this black metallic rockin' reindeer as opposed to a rockin' horse. So just a super cute little decor item, you know, just up on the shelves. You can easily add a little bit of greenery or some red ribbon around his neck if you wanted him to be a little bit more festive, or certainly some greenery down here. But he or he, because of the, I don't know if female reindeer also have horns.
No, you don't. But just hold it up a little bit higher because you can't see the body of it. Just higher yet.
No, that's perfect in there.
Not here. Not what I'm seeing.
Okay, my camera's, it's perfect. It's right in front of my face. Can you see my face on your screen?
No, that's good the way it is now. Yeah.
Okay, $8. Okay, he hasn't eaten. He's grumpy. Okay, so this is a beautiful handcrafted signed pottery pitcher. And this has multiple tones. Okay, I said 3 tones, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'll have to update that, but except that my sticker says tone. So I just love the gradations of color around it. It's got a nice, lovely shape. It's just perfect. I mean, certainly using it as a pitcher, using it as a vase. It's beautiful. So $18 for this, handcrafted, signed. So these are very unique. So these are pewter and ceramic coasters. So I'm selling a set of 4, which are 3 in this size, which is 4-inch size, and 1 in a 5-inch size. So perfect for oversized mug or maybe your wine bottle, and these are for your wine glasses. Each has a distinctive and unique butterfly pattern on it. And they're quite solid. They each also have a small hook on the back for hanging if you wanted to use them as a decor piece rather than as coasters. But they're super cute, and $12 for the full set of 4 of those. All right, just because you are facing me and in the way. All right, so this is really different. These are like plush. These are hand sewn and designed little nativity. So you've got Joseph that has a little, let me do him this way, a little donkey on a leash, on a little rope here. And then you have Mary holding baby Jesus, and she's got her little cape. So the group of 3 of them is $15 for this little nativity set, and with their yarn hair, and they're just really unique, I thought, and just a lovely design. So something different and unique for your home. These guys, okay, let me go here first so I can start unloading this. Another handcrafted pottery item. So beautiful, solid bowl, signed on the base. This one's $14. So it's got handles, lovely blue dusted glaze here. And then right at the handles, and I took a close-up pic on the website, right at the handles, there's this lovely little incised leaf design on both sides of each of the 2 handles. So this is $14 on the website. So that's super cute. These guys, these 2 bowls. So I have a set of 2 that I'm selling. They are from Alfred Meekin. So they're from England. The design is called Orient. They have 18 karat gold trim around the rim of them. which has little to no wear. The pattern is still nice and bright and vibrant. There are no cracks, no chips. And let me just check this out. So these ones I found online, and okay, so I'm selling the 2 for 30 on Poshmark. One of them sells for $65. So instead of 1 for 65, you're getting 2 for 30, which gives you an idea of my pricing more than anything else. But they're really cute, and they have that orient pattern, and I really, orient doesn't kind of do it for me. It has kind of like this mid-century modern design, I think, in terms of that stylized patterning around it. It doesn't look very oriental from some respects, but it could be because it's got the little tiny hanging boxes that maybe are reminiscent of lanterns, and maybe that's where it's going. That's a very modern oriental design that way. I have this item, which is a copper pan. Obviously, I mean, you could spend time buffing it up more if you want to, or let it continue to oxidize. So it's got the big brass handles. It's got the hammered copper bottom. It's very substantial, beautiful as a hanging piece if you wanted for decor, but certainly a functional piece as well for $25. I'm not going to be able to fit you anywhere, so let's go this way. I have a set of 4 of these plates. Now, they're called, the pattern is like Le Rooster, designed by Susan Wingett, 4 certified international. And each plate has its own unique rooster design on it. So all 4 are similar in terms of the backing and the trim, but their own unique rooster. So I'm selling them for $16 for the set of 4. And this one also I found. Yeah, so they are on eBay right now for $80. So $16. It's a steal. I like you guys feeling like you get a deal too, right? Okay, this guy is very substantial. He's very solid, very heavy, which is what you want from a stocking holder. So it holds 1 stocking from the big scarf hanging down. So you've got a series of the 3 snowmen, and it's kind of bird themed. So you've got the birdhouse on this guy, and each of these guys has a little bird on a nest. I love these guys. These are cute. So $9 for this stocking holder, and just perfect as well. Let's say you had a faux fireplace or you had a ledge, you could be hanging a wreath from this, not just a stocking. So it's going to take the weight.
That just sits on the edge.
Yeah, it sits on the edge, and then the hook hangs down, and for you to be able to hang decor from. So, you know, most notably, it's called like a stocking hanger, but this one, because some are really light, right? And you can only hang an empty stocking just for decoration. This one is solid. It's got some weight to it. So I wouldn't hesitate to try hanging a wreath from it. I think that it would hold up just fine. So no issues or problems with that. Let me show this platter so that I can move some things out of my way. Now this platter, I also found online. So this is a Schmidt porcelain platter from Brazil. I don't get many things from Brazil, actually. So it's definitely got that retro boho, you know, kind of feel to it. I'm selling it for $16. Online on Etsy, it sells for $65, was the lowest that I found it. And it's in awesome condition. There are no chips or cracks on it. The colors obviously still super vibrant and bright, which is what you want from that. So, you know, if you're kind of into a little bit of that funky retro feel, this is just gorgeous. It's just up your alley. It's perfect. Oh, so I can stack it over there before I forget. Just this adorable little Christmas basket. It's in perfect condition. The handle goes moves up and down out of the way. It's got the words Merry Christmas and some little Christmas trees and silver snowflakes falling down and just the red and green striping. So this is for $8 on the site. Be just adorable with a big, faux Christmas tree coming up out of it for decor, or filled with, just filled with baubles that, maybe are some of your special ones that don't go on the tree for display purposes only. It'd be super cute. Okay, now let me go this way first. So this big loaf pan, which is beautiful. It's got lovely details on the handle and the scalloped edges on the top. So this is a big stoneware loaf pan from Apolia, which is from the Peugeot company in France. So on Wayfair, these start at $95 and go up from there. This one is $19 on the website. So as much as, yes, you could bake a meatloaf in this, you could bake a bread in this, your banana bread in it. It also just happens to be the Christmas colors. So you could easily do a series of 3 different bottle brush trees in there as well. So you can also make use of it as decor.
Didn't you have one last week? A couple weeks ago? Other Peugeot type things?
Not a Peugeot one. No. I don't think that I've had a Peugeot from France anything before. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. All right, I'm trying to look where these guys are because I didn't know the pricing on these ones. Oh, there he is. Okay, so I have a pair of these vintage Donald Duck copywritten little pedestal milk glass mugs. So this is Pyrex, and one of these guys, so these are in pretty good shape. You can see from the vibrant colors that whoever owned these was not putting them through the dishwasher, because otherwise they would be very flat looking and perhaps a little bit worn. So on Etsy, I found one listed for $36 and I found a pair listed for $55. So these are definitely a collectible item, and they are on the website for $20, which is still a good deal. So if you're looking for vintage Disney collectibles, these are an awesome little find. There aren't a lot of them out there. And again, just super sweet being with the milk paint. Before I kick it over, I'm going to lift this guy up. So this super, super heavy. This is a big antique mirror in the original carved wood. I have not done anything to it. I haven't painted it. I've got it on the website for $45. No, it's going to cost you a bloody fortune to ship. So you might want to be local. But I am offering it now before I do anything, because I would probably paint it. But I know that there's a lot of you that sometimes just are saying, don't paint it, just sell it. Like, let me have it. Or that would want to paint it yourselves. It has carved florals all the way around the rim. You can check out the website because I took a close-up picture of it. I mean, it's got kind of that beaded trim up around here, but all this little molding are all these tiny, tiny little carved florals all the way around. And they are all intact, which is almost unheard of. So this guy for 45. Oh,
Povilas J, or J Povilas says hi.
Hey.
Must be a new person.
Hi, thanks for tuning in. Oh, that's on YouTube down on the bottom, right? Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for, okay. I just don't want to kick that. It would be bad luck, but it would be very sad for me because it's stunning, but it is heavy. I'm not exaggerating on the weight. So that wasn't fake lifting. It's really heavy. But just stunning. And I could see, just doing like highlighting the trims, like the beaded trim and maybe the florals with just little touches of gold. and doing nothing else. So if you really wanted that natural wood, you could just bring out some of that with a little bit of the gold. Certainly you could paint it. So don't gasp, but you could paint it too. It's just, if I still own it after a while and I'm looking for a project, I might end up pulling it from the shop and painting it myself. So, I'm not saying it's safe from me. I'm just saying I'm making it available because I have no time to be doing that as a project yet. So if you want to do it as a project or you love it as is, these are your moments. This is your time.
Lori's watching.
Hey, Lori. Okay. This one is a really cool find. So let me see if I can find what this one is. Oh, there it is. So these are Dorothy Thorpe glasses. So she was the one that first started doing this almost ombre silver. And you can tell hers because usually the imitation ones have like band, right? They don't do ombre. It's like a solid silver band. Hers is like this natural ombre silver, these roly-poly glasses, definitely from like the 70s, right? And it comes with its original little carrying tray. So the whole unit with these cocktail glasses starts for about $90 on Posh. I'm selling the whole set for $28 on the website. And it is just a super cool vintage find. You don't typically find this intact, like with the tray and 6 glasses that are still all intact, no chips, no cracks. So that was an exciting little find. And I actually knew they were Dorothy Thorpe glasses. So that was exciting too. The last little Christmas item is this guy. So how cute is this moose? So he's in the natural wood tones, but he's resin, and he's got like this wreath around him. He's hanging on to these dangling little acorns. I am making no comment about where he's holding them. And he's got some of the nuts and greenery around the back. He's just adorable. I love his little expression. And he's got this little subtle grin on him. And he's $11. So I love that he's just in all the neutral tones, right? He's not painted red. He's not painted green. He's just in these nice little neutral tones, all natural colors. And he's just super sweet. So great expression. Okay, last up, I'm looking around going, did I tuck anything else anywhere else? I don't think so. So I'm doing 2 paintings today because they are both from the same artist. They are both in kind of the same color tones and they're both the same size. So they're lovely one-ofs, but they're also lovely as a pair. And again, this kind of thing, I think, makes an awesome Christmas gift. So these are both by an artist named Shirley Rourke, who is from Lachine, Quebec. And this one is called London Cottage. And it actually has her card and the original price tag, which was $80. I'm selling this for $25. So it's matted and it is framed and it's got one of those professional frames on it with the spacer bars. And then I'll show you the second one, then I'll show you them together. And then this one by her, the same size, called Pops at the Back Door. So it also is $25, originally $80. And then look at the 2 together, right? They just really complement each other. And so I thought that I should list them at the same time, not individually, just so that it gave you the option to buy one, buy the other, or pick up the 2, because 2 of them for $50 is a steal considering they were $80 each originally. But I love the original art, and I saw that my mom was popping on here. So just word of warning, she saw them and she loves them, and I keep talking her out of buying any more artwork off of me, but she loves buying original artwork. So
you've got Benjamin DeVries says hello.
Hey,
and
Benjamin.
He says, oh, so cute.
Yeah.
Talking about you or just the...
Yeah, no, Benjamin's not saying I'm cute. He's saying the paintings are cute. I'm too old to be cute. I don't even think when I was young people would ever describe me as cute. So I think I just skipped the whole cuteness thing. So that's today's listings, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. All are available on the website, queenbeecreationshome.com, in the new this week tab, just to make it easier. But feel free to go looking at any of the other collections for all the other stuff that's in there. There's thousands. There's thousands of things listed, which is not an exaggeration. But these are the special ones. I think there were some super cool vintage items tonight that got me kind of excited in terms of the variety of things and adding them into the shop. So thanks for tuning in as always. Like and share. That helps me out as much as making a purchase does. Okay, the like and share doesn't necessarily pay the rent, but it gets me broader viewing, which helps ultimately pay the rent down the road somewhere, somehow, sometime. Thanks for tuning in. I look forward to seeing you next week. Check out this week's videos on YouTube. I appreciate that as much. And I'll see you next week. Until then, take care.